Okay, so I'm here obviously because we need to have a meeting clearly because you say that he's been having my son James has been having bad behavior in class, and I just like don't believe that. Like I'm in the community, like I'm obviously like have strong connections and I'm like a doctor, so I'll let you say what you have to say. I just like don't believe it.
Yeah, so I had his teacher come to me with these concerns, and she said that she tried to have a meeting with you guys, and she just felt like she couldn't get anywhere productive for James and get to a point where you guys both were agreeing. So she thought that it would be best if I stepped in. And obviously, as you know, she said that she's been noticing behavior issues in the classroom, um, and that James, he does very well academically, but he's very disrespectful to her. He can be very disrespectful to classmates. He just doesn't respect like boundaries and the environment, and he just when he misbehaves in class, it can be very distracting to other students. So I just wanted to have a conversation with you, and just wanted to hear like your thoughts about it. And let's start off with that.
So you know who I am, right? I know your boss. I know everyone on the school board. I can get your job taken away like that. I know that all this is not true, and I know that you're gaslighting my son, and I just like don't want to even like hear it. I know I have to have this meeting, obviously, but I've had meetings with the teacher, and she just lies about my son, and I'm done with hearing the continuous lies. um, if James came home with a report card that was graded unfairly, I know that it's unfairly because of the teacher, and I know that he's not actually doing bad. I know that you guys just think that he's a bad student for whatever reason, but he doesn't act this way at home.
Okay. Well, like I said before, he does very well academically, like as we can tell looking at his report card. But do you feel like the teacher is out to get him, or like singles him out, or why do you think that she's lying about him?
Because he doesn't act like that. He's the sweetest angel I've ever met. Like, he's my son. Like, obviously, he has to reflect me. He reflects me, like, almost completely with his personality of being the nicest kid. He's always nice to his family and to me and his father. Like, I'm just not understanding where this is coming from. Like, what has he been doing? Because, like, I just don't understand.
Yeah, so I'm not in the classroom all the time as much as the teacher is. I'm only trying to relay what she's been telling me. But it's just very hard for her to teach and reach the other kids when James is misbehaving in class. This is not a reflection on you guys, and it's not a reflection on James either. Um, but um, do you think that we could find a way to like work together and maybe dig deeper and find out like why he might be misbehaving in class? Do you think like are things at home, like how does he behave at home?
Oh, he's the best kid ever. He gets everything he wants. I work really hard to provide this like life for him, and I'm always working, me and his father, and we have the best tutors in the nation. We have the best we're in the one of the best school systems. Like, as you work, like I know all of your bosses. Like, if I already didn't say that, like I know who you're working with, and I know who these teachers are, and I'm doing the best that I can for my son. And if it's not enough, then I don't understand what this problem could be, because I do everything for him. And if he's obviously like not getting treated like fairly, if it's something with the school board, like I'm going to fix that, and I could get to the bottom of this with all these adults and talk to the people that I need to talk to if that's what's needed.
Well, we appreciate as a school, we appreciate all that you have done for us as a school. We are all very thankful for that. And I know you and your husband have a very positive reputation around the school, and a lot of people know you. But we're here to talk about James, and we're here to talk about his misbehaving in class. And I know you know my boss and you know all of that, but we just really want to figure out his best interest, and we want him to succeed. And obviously, like, academically, he's doing very well, which is a plus. But we just want to kind of get down to the bottom of his behavior and figure out how we can, as a team, work together to get him to where we both want him to be.
Okay, I'm just like not understanding, like, am I not like working hard enough for him?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all, and I can understand that it can seem like I'm coming at you or seem like I'm criticizing how you parent him, but sometimes the child just needs redirection, and I feel like as a team we'll be able to redirect him and help him succeed behaviorally just as well as he's doing academically.
Okay, I just don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I don't think it's anything you're doing wrong. As I said before, he's doing very well academically, and as you said, like, you have the best tutors for him. You seem very involved in his academic career and in his life as a whole. But I just think he could be one step even farther or even better if we could control how his behavior is in class. Does he ever come home and say, oh, Miss Harris is like pointing me out or like singling me out? Has he ever complained about her, how she treats him?
I usually communicate with the teacher myself because I just don't like listening through him because I'll take care of it. Like, I know Ms. Harris and I can just talk to her individually because I just don't really like trust him in that way. And also, like, if I feel like it's more like professional if I talk to her, and she just like, I just think that she's just not treating my son fairly.
Okay,
so.
Yeah, and that can be very frustrating as a parent, believe me. I have 2 children and I can understand how you're feeling with that. I'm just gonna ask about like the meeting that you guys had. How did that go, and how did you feel as a parent?
That meeting just went nowhere for me, and that's why I'm sitting here with you today, because I continuously get these notes that he's misbehaving in class, but I just don't know like what he's doing wrong. I don't know like if I need to take him to the doctor. I don't know if I need to discipline him myself, even though I don't even know what he's doing. I'm just not getting the right communication from the teacher, and that's why I'm here today.
Okay, so once again, just some of the examples that Ms. Harris gave to me was that he can be very disrespectful to her in class. He can be very disrespectful to his classmates. He blurts out in class. He's not very respectful about other people's space and other people's feelings. That's just a little bit of what she gave me, and she says it's an ongoing thing, and whenever she tries to step in and try and redirect him, he just comes back with something even more rude and just not understanding where she's coming from. So that's what I'm getting from her. Obviously, she asked me to step in because she thought that our conversation could get farther and make more progress. I mean, ultimately, we all just want the best for James. As I said before, he's super good academically, and I think you and your husband are doing all that you can for him academically. And we, like I said before as well, we all appreciate everything that you guys have done for our community and for our school. But we just think that it would be best if we were able to be a team on this matter and figure out what we can do that's best for James, for him to be able to show his success through his behavior as he does through his academics. if you want to have another meeting and talk about this, we can. If you want to bring in maybe a therapist or like another counselor or something to talk about it, we can do that. But I appreciate you coming in and talking with me, and I hope we can have another meeting soon.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
That's 10 minutes.
Yeah. Let's see. It's okay. What did you do well? I think you did really well with like reflecting my feelings, and like when I went like off topic about like just like talking about myself, I feel like you redirected the conversation really well back to like the focus of like his behavior and like what he's been doing in class. And I feel like you did like a really good job of like remaining calm and just not even like attacking me, not like submitting to like your own feelings, or like just letting me like just letting me like be rude to you. I feel like you like were very like respectful back to me and like use the right words, just like redirect the conversation. What you could have done better. I feel like you did a good job, to be honest, like especially like making a third meeting or whatever. Like if like letting me have like a bunch of options on what to do rather than just being like, this is what we're doing. Yeah, I don't know, you did a good job, and I feel like it was like you really listened to what I had to say and like relayed my feelings back to me.
Okay. Yay.